Chasers. Right now, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. As you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. Those of you who are watching on Facebook and YouTube right now, I have some new audio, so let me know if you can hear me clearly because, that's why I bought this for. Anyway, today we are talking about how cutting corners only leads to delayed progress. I just made a pretty decent sized investment back in my company. And for those of you who don't know, I started a clothing brand last year called Dough Chaser Apparel. And I just bought a new printer for our designs that will allow us to do more with our stuff, right? It was a reasonable price. For some, it's a little pricey. For some, it may be cheap. But for me, it was an investment, okay? And when I made the investment, the salesperson that I was talking to, who actually works for the company that I bought it from, I'm not going to say their name or anything. They didn't do anything bad, but she advised that I purchase something along with the printer to ensure that I can get started right away and begin to use the product in the most efficient manner. Me, sometimes I can be a skeptic, okay? You can probably be a skeptic sometimes too, where you're buying something and then they try to upsell you. That's the game. You buy something for the low price and then they try to have you buy something again that they believe goes along with the product. And majority of the time, they are trying to upsell you. However, in this particular instance, no, she was actually doing me a favor, okay? So I got a printer for our designs, but what she recommended was that we get a new press. And the press is going to allow us to have the right temperature and the right pressure, okay? Both of those are important. I have a press already that's gotten me through up until this point. However, the thing about my press is it doesn't give me the calculated pressure. So I have to create my own pressure. However, I don't know how much pressure I'm actually applying. And because so, I have created some t-shirts for our Dough Chaser Apparel line, and they haven't come out the best. They're actually pretty trash because the quality just is not there, okay? And I'm kind of, a little upset with myself because sometimes, I can be in a rush to get things going when if I just take my time, I can get there at the same speed that I would if I were to rush it. And because so, this is the negative part about it. It took me a whole month, 30 days, I made the purchase, and it took me a whole month to actually receive the printer. All right. When she recommended that I got the press, when she recommended that, Jason, you should buy this press, it was also going to take about 3 months, not 3 months, but 30 days. Okay. So now I'm in a position where I have to get a press. Okay. And I'm looking at all these websites trying to buy the press that I need. And you're not going to believe the wait time on these options. The best I've seen is 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. However, it's not the particular press that I need. But the majority of these presses, the wait time is 4 to 6 weeks. That's 30 days to 45 days that I have to wait again to be able to use the product that I purchased when I wanted to use everything at once. And because of my impatience, my progress that I wanted to seek out is not going to happen for me. It's not going to occur at the moment that I need it, that I want it. So now I have to wait again. And, God is teaching me a lesson. J-Dog, got to be patient, okay? So how does this relate to you? How does your lack of patience cause you to delay your progress? Well, let's talk about your credit, okay? A lot of you are looking to buy a home, buy your first home, Some of you are looking to get a new car. Some of you have a debt that is whooping your ass and the interest rate is through the roof and you need to refinance it. Okay. And the thing that's preventing you from making those things a reality is your credit. So what do? You start working on your credit. However, people like myself, there's information out there. We're making recommendations for you to help you expedite your progress. For example, along with disputing information on your credit report, you also want to focus on building your credit report. Okay, credit building. There's credit repair, there's credit building. Credit repair is all about disputing negatives that are on your credit report that you don't agree with in hopes that they get removed. Okay, you're repairing your credit report. Credit building is making that credit report look as good as possible by adding positive information to your credit report. Okay, in order to do that, you need to open up a trade line. You need to get a secure card. You need to get a credit card. Okay, you need to have these accounts report information on your credit report, report payment history, the credit utilization. You need that to happen. Some of you, your credit is bad, so that means that you can't get approved for an unsecured card. So the recommendation is get a secure card. I know you don't want to pay the $200 deposit, but if you pay it now, while you're working on your credit, you're going to expedite your progress. Your credit score is going to jump through the roof a lot more quickly because you're doing both at the same time. Okay? So when you're done repairing your credit, you've also been building your credit, and within 3 to 6 months, you see that 100, 200 point increase. Okay? Now here's the problem. Some of you are not taking that advice. You're working on your credit or you're going through our credit repair service, whatever the situation may be, and we're making recommendations for you that you should be doing and you're not doing it. Okay? You are working on your credit, whether you're inside our credit repair service or whatever. You're doing it on your own, and there's things that you need to be doing in addition to that to improve your credit, and you're not doing it. And like myself, you're delaying the progress that you could have. Because if you were to just listen and do what was recommended the first time, you wouldn't be in this predicament. So my dumb ass, I had to wait 30 days to get the printer. Now I have to wait another 30 days to get the press when I had the option to get both of them at the same time. And I only had to wait, my wait time could have been 30 days. Now I have to wait 60. So it delayed me double the time. For you, you can fix your credit 3 to 6 months and be ready to buy that house as soon as you're done. But due to the fact that you don't want to take the recommendation, you're doing one thing at a time. And instead of it taking you 3 to 6 months to see those increases, now it's taking you 6 months to a year because you're taking your time. You're basically a skeptic. Okay? You don't believe that you need to do both at the same time, and you're delaying your progress. Okay? So this is a real big, this video is mainly for our clients. Okay? If you are in our program and you're not building your credit while we're repairing it, you're wasting time, precious time that you could actually get back if you were to take our. You've been following me for a while. You don't have to be a client on social media. If you've been following me a while and you're not taking the information that I'm giving to you, you're not doing anything with it, you're delaying your progress because you're trying to cut corners. You're trying to do the least amount of work for the maximum result. And that's not how the formula works. Okay? You can't cut corners. Stop cutting corners. Do everything that you're supposed to do the first time so that you can get the result when it's expected. But due to the fact that you're cutting corners and you want to get that result as quickly as possible and you're not doing everything that you're supposed to do, you're delaying your progress because eventually you have to do it. Eventually you have to do it. Okay? Now you can believe me the first time or you can believe me the second time. But if you believe me later on, you're delaying your progress because if you would have just listened to me the first time, you would get the results that you want. Okay. Now let's relate this to your finances. We have clients in our program that are really hanging on, trying to make this work in their budget. They can make it work if they decide to cancel some things in their lives that are preventing them from using their money as a tool. For example, let's say that you have a cable bill that's costing you $150 a month. You only watch 3 channels. A year, okay, so 10 months, 150, that's 1,050. We add another 300 on that. That's 1,350 of payments that you've made to the cable company. Eventually, you're going to come around to understanding that cable is a waste of money, and money that you could actually put back into your life and use as a tool to create something for you. But either you're going to believe me today or it's going to take you 5 years. And that's 5 years of all that wasted money. You're delaying your progress because you want to cut corners. You don't want to pick up the phone and make that phone call. You don't want to make that phone call to put money back in your pockets. You don't want to cancel things that are taking money from you that you could use to free yourself. You don't want to do that. But eventually, you're going to be forced to do that because, for example, I have a client who just got garnished, but could have avoided the whole situation if they were to negotiate a payment for deletion. Okay? We could have settled for a smaller amount, maybe 20, 25%, but they didn't want to do that, right? And it was recommended. They didn't want to do that. But this company, they ended up suing them. They didn't go to court. And now they're being garnished 25% of their wages until the balance is paid. So what I'm saying is, the point is, there's information available to you that's going to allow you to create the life that you want. The problem is you all don't want to take the information and do it right the first time. Okay, I can attest to this because I just bought an expensive ass printer and I could be using it right now the way that I want, but because I didn't buy the press that they recommended to go along with it for best results, now I have to wait another 30 days. Okay, so the point of this is for you to understand that you have to stop cutting corners. You have to stop trying to find the easy way to do stuff because it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. And then you're going to have to start fresh and do it all over again. And it's going to take you more time. Okay? I'm learning my lesson. We all make mistakes. But the point of this channel, the point of me sharing this information to you, the point of my company is to share with you my mistakes, the mistakes of our past clients, so that you can get better results, so that you don't have to go through that our mistakes. What do y'all think? Tell me what you think. Let me know. What do you think? Am I tripping? Or is this relevant? What in your life, if you would have done it right the first time, you wouldn't have to waste more time to get it done and done correctly the second time? Anyway, I want to thank you all for your time. I want to thank you all for joining me. We got some great things coming. I'm very excited about it. I have 2 new mics. We're starting a podcast soon. It's going to be called More Month Than Money Podcast. It's going to be very exciting because I'm going to be able to have a special guest in here. I'm using my team, so I'm going to have people who work in my organization on the podcast, and we're going to be talking about finances. We're going to be talking about budgeting. We're going to be talking about banking. We're going to be talking about credit building, investing, all the fun stuff that a lot of you should be taken care of. We're going to be talking about that, providing you with information that's going to help you truly take your finances to the next level, okay? So it's going to be a fun conversation. Y'all should watch out for that. That's going to debut on YouTube very soon. Let me see. My man said, damn, I got in the live too late. You about to close out. Yeah, bro, I'm about to close out. This one was a short one. I just wanted to share some quick information, okay? But I got a new podcast coming, and it's going to be a lot of good information. And again, I want to make sure that I continue to provide you with information that's relevant to your lives. So continue to be patient, and great things are on the horizon, okay? If this information was valuable to you, if it's helpful, if it resonated with you, please show me some love. Like this video, subscribe to the channels, and let's continue to stay in contact and continue to engage with me, okay, y'all? I appreciate it. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.